for us, it's a massive market. We see, in particular, Europe is our core market, but one of the the strength of Europe is in its high-end manufacturing. So it's the manufacturing world is the 30 trillion market. If you think of the uplift that AI can bring to it, if you only look at 10% of that, you're looking at the 3 trillion market, and that's happening in the next 5 years. But you also need to have models that deeply understand the physics of the world, that deeply understand how real objects are functioning, and that deeply understands how to control those objects. So you have a design problem where you want to understand the fluid dynamics when you're doing plane design, for instance, but you also have an operational problem when you're trying to optimize your process for your factories. So the total addressable market of that is in the trillions, and you need a unique combination of skills. So coming from artificial intelligence, but also coming from the domain itself. And those are the skills that we are gathering together today, and that we are going to continue to invest in.
And this is also Mistral going full stack. So you're going to have data centers, you're going to have the models, you're going to have the applications, you've got the forward deployed engineers. What is the strategy behind going full stack?
In order to provide business continuity to our customers, we need somehow to host the systems in a way where we can guarantee that whatever happens, we are going to keep the switch buttons is under our control, and is a button that we can put under the control of our customers. So that has naturally brought us to expand toward infrastructure. In that our business is to transform intelligence into tokens. Really, we take electrons and we transform them into intelligence. And in order to do that, we need the models, which is the thing we started with. We need the forward deployment engineering because you need to understand the problems you want to solve. But at the end of the day, you need to host the model in a place that you can control, in a place that we can put the control under our customers. And so that brought us to create capacity. We're announcing today a new site in Les Ulis in France, and that is part of our roadmap to build 200 megawatt by the end of 2027 and a gigawatt by the end of 2029.
Arthur, I think of data centers, I think of infrastructure, and I think of CapEx. How much is this going to be costing you, and does it push out further into the future your targets around profitability?
This is effectively CapEx. So we're talking about billions in CapEx. Basically, 100 megawatt costs you around 5 billion in CapEx plus OpEx over 5 years. So that's the kind of scale that we are dealing with all the way to 2027. So that's around 10 billion. Mm-hmm. Is it pushing profitability? No, I would say our business is we're continuing to invest, and so we're of course fronting some CapEx investments, some people investment as well. But what we see is that the value creation that we're bringing to customers is really worth the investments.
Is Mistral still on track for what is it? We're looking at $1 billion of annual recurring revenue this year. Is that target still achievable?
We're still on track. Absolutely, we intend to beat it.
You intend to beat it by a significant amount?
Well, I would say $1 billion. We're still announcing $1 billion by the end of this year, and so that's driven by all of the growth that we see on the software and on the solution side, going for the mission critical workloads of our customers, and also driven by the infrastructure deployment that we're doing.
And should we assume that with those acquisitions, with that cloud build out, the data center build out, that you will be fundraising again this year?
We do not need to, but we're starting to see a lot of demand, so that's definitely a possibility.
So it sounds like fundraising this year is likely, additional fundraising this year.
I would say it's as likely as it is not, yes.